So today's question is 2021, the ordinary level, section B, so it is B2, alright? And here we have an axonometric projection one, so it's isometric projection, so it's nice and handy using our 30-degree set squares and creating an equilateral triangle in the middle, okay? They've given us our elevation and our plan, given us all our information that's necessary, so we're going to pop through this, so here, okay? So make sure, like that, there were two images here, so we need room on the right and on the bottom. Keep it slightly left of center, okay? So keeping it easy, we'll just pick a center point, get our set square, we're going to go vertical, and then we're going to go 30 degrees to the left, 30 degrees to the right. This line AB is 100 millimeters, so from the center point, I'm going to put my 50, step back to 0, so 50 millimeters apart. I'm just going to transfer that down to my baseline there, and I can join these together. So there is my line AB. Create my equilateral triangle, so we're going to go 60 degrees from here, send it up to hit our vertical line, and these should go from here back down to A. That is my equilateral triangle. Alright, now we want to create in a plan, not too bad, it's just a rectangle from its plan view. So we're going to take A and B, drop those vertically down. Alright, pick your distance coming down here, okay? Don't need to worry too much, just don't leave it too low that it'll go past the page on us. Alright, so how many distance, what did I do? Sorry, I did about 80 away. Now, because you're following your center line here when you're dropping down your 2 points, so you're going parallel to the center to dropping down. Nice and handy because it's just vertical. I can take this down and it will split that line for me. Alright, get your compass then. I'm going to swing a circle using this as our center point. Alright, swinging my semicircle there. Now, where our center line hits our semicircle, we're joining these 2 points together. And we're going to take this point and join it to here, the other side. There we have our setup for the plan. Now, let's just get our setup before we draw anything. Let's just go and do our setup for our elevation over here. So, like in this one, we brought A and B down, which is going to be parallel to this. We're going to head off to the side, so this is called C. We're going to bring C and D points over to the right hand side, following this line, which would be your, say, your x-axis, okay? Taking that parallel to this, which is 30 degrees, sending out B, sending out C. Any distance out there, excuse me, any distance out there, we're going to pop in our line. Now, because we went parallel to this, we are going to take this line parallel as well. Because it's an isometric, it will split our circle perfect, should split that line perfect. If it was a trimetric or a dimetric, it wouldn't. Have to do bisections of a line. In this case, axonometric, the isometric version of it, is nice and handy. Same as down below, where it hits the top of the circle, join this to this, and join here to here. Alright, that's our setup of our plan and elevation. Now we're going to start making this up. So in plan I should say, this is 60 long because the radius is 30, so it's 60 long, 25 wide. It even tells us in the question that we can use a 45 degree set square to create this. Keep it all nice and light. And then when you're starting it out, slip the set square there. There's the outline of it. Okay, that's the plan. Up to elevation. Same thing here. So whatever goes on this line goes on the base up here. This is 60 as well. And this time I'm going to pop in a 30 because it's a circle up the top, a half circle, semicircle. We're going to center point. Along the sides then, it is 30 and then 15. Now, in this instance, we're going to do sliding set squares. Take our baseline here, and everything's going to go parallel to that. All our little horizontals go parallel to that. There's 1, there's 2. Now we're going to take this for our verticals. This is my center line, so I only need that up at the 15 up here. So that's my center up there, and my outside edge, which is also going up as far as the 15, and put that in heavy. All right. Yeah, put this in heavy. Nearly there. Going to do our semicircle at the top. Yeah, that's your plan and our elevation. All right, nearly there. What we're going to do is we're going to send up our information to create the base before we do any divisions and lines and stuff like that, just so we don't get confused. So we'll get in the basic information, which is the bottom portion here of this life buoy box. Okay, so I'm going to do the front edge here, send that up vertically, and I'm going to bring it across 30 degrees from my elevation. Where they cross over, we can heavy that in. Again, it's always either a 30 degree or it's vertical. That's the only way it works. Alright, that's my outside line there. I'm just going to bring down this back, as I forgot that is also straight. Alright, you'll be able to see into this, so a portion of this is going to be heavy too, because again, the box is empty on the inside. Alright, so that's just our basic setup without doing this. Now, I would normally get you to divide it across in 5s or 10s, whatever it may be. They have shown that they want it divided 60-30 here. Maybe not that they want it, but it's the way they have it shown, okay? So we will just make sure and do it the exact same way. Now, there's my baseline. Once I have my baseline, that's going to stay steady now. And we're going to do our 60-30 from here. Slip there now. Alright, sending this up. Yeah, there's my divisions done. So here's point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We already have 0.7 here and 0.1 over here because we brought them down. So it's the next few that we'll be looking for. Excuse me. Alright, we need to get the distances. So we only need to take 2 of them, because if I take 6 to 7, it'll be the same as 1 to 2. I'm just going to drop that down to a level line here. I'll drop 6 and 5 down to the level line, just so I can take those measurements using my compass. Alright, so 7, and I'll go to center point first. 7 to the center. This is 7 here, so I'll just mark them in. That's 1, that's 7. Put this in here, splitting it. That is 4. I'm going to do my distance now for 5. So from 7 I'm stepping out for 5, and from 1 I'm stepping back for 3. Remember, it's nearly like a mirror image, okay? That is 3, that is 5. Now we need 6. If you find it's a little bit too tight to get that measurement, you can always revert back to one of the points you have already, which would be somewhere 4. step it to 6, so number 4, step it to 6, flip it, step it to 2. Alright, so 2 and number 6 is there as well, okay? So, those are our divisions here. To match them, we're also going to put them on the front, okay? So just going to transfer these to the front. We're nearly there now, okay? Just a couple of more points and it's job done. Again, I'm going to copy the labels. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright? Now, it's just a matter of bringing them up. We'll do the front points first because that's what we're going to see first of all. So 1, we're going to send it up. And we're going to bring 1 to match it. Don't go sending everything at once. You start sending everything, there's going to be a level of confusion. Okay? Next, we're sending up number 2. Bringing 2 across to match it. There's number 2. And so on. 3 goes with 3. So there's number 3. Alright. There's 4 gone up to match with 4. 5, 6, and finally 7 with 7. So that is the front portion of this. Right, we can heavy that across. It's kicking out there. Join up your points. Right, that's our front portion. Now the back portion, we've brought all the lines already. So we just need to bring up our ones to match. Alright, so take your time on that. I can show you have them in the correct positions. And eventually it will fade to going back in itself. And once it goes back in itself, apologies for that. Once it goes back in itself, you just level that off. You see this because it's underneath. That's just a rain cover over it. And this will kick up to the 2, but then it disappears again. Alright? That is 2021, section B, question 2.